It's the PK and DK show.
Please stand by. I am on the air next. Please stand by. Please stand by on the air next.
It's the PK and DK show.
Please stand by.
Now it's time to go online. Hello, it's all about the internet.
www.pkndk.com. Forget
The
normal.
PK and DK show. Your average everyday couple fight and make up on YouTube. Welcome to our dysfunctional life.
All right. Welcome to another week. Welcome to another show. Come a little closer if you don't mind a little closer. How you doing, though? It's PK. Let me send you right on over to DK.
Happy Wednesday, I'm DK.
Happy Wednesday. Of course, our show is about, living a great life, and we talk about stories from the week, news stories. We've got a blog. We talk about that. Talk about her being a shady bitch.
Talk about him being a shady biatch.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, too. We'll talk about that. Few things I got to tell you right off the bat is you got to join us for our Friendsgiving special. It's going to happen next week where we don't have a schedule, where we don't literally do like all the legit things that we normally do on the show. We just take this whole bitch out in the kitchen. We bring some friends over. We play games. We get trashed. The show could be a half hour. It could be 5 hours long. Nobody really knows. Our Friendsgiving show is really something to definitely check out. So
Is.
next Wednesday.
And last year, we had a lot of great recipes. We did like 3 different cocktails. We did 4 different recipes. So if there's anything that you guys want to have on the show, want us to do next week, please let us know. Otherwise, I mean, who knows what I could bring up.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
You could send those ideas. I'll tell you how in just a few minutes. Here's how the new format of the show works. All right, we're going to jump right into the point counterpoint. We're going to do some emails, comments, and tweets. We're going to do some news and do we care. We're going to tie up some loose ends. And then we're going to jump into my topics at 35 after. I'll have 10 minutes to talk about things I want to talk about. We'll do some Facebook fights. We got a good one. We got a great Facebook fight, an actual Facebook fight we're going to reenact. And then between 45 or 50 in the end of the hour, we'll do DK's topics.
Perfect.
We'll wrap it up with her topics and back in the day, whatever she wants to talk about. And then it's going to be after time. After time is something that's not scheduled. I'm not good when it comes to not scheduling stuff. I have to prep the crap out of this because I need to know where I'm going. You know, I don't want to, I don't know. But I figured like an hour in, a lot of people don't really watch the show past an hour. Even like the really good podcasts that I like, if they're 2.5 hours long, it takes me like a week to finish. So I figured the second hour, if you're making it that long into the show, you might be in for a treat because at that point she's wasted.
Typically.
We're talking about, I don't know, sex positions she doesn't like. It's going to be fun.
Ew.
That's at the after. I still don't have a proper name.
The after show.
I don't know if I like after show.
There's our guy in the chat that says the shit show.
The shit show? All right, but that's so abrasive. I was thinking about, actually, Smeeze. Smeeze is good with the names. He came up with, what do they call it in sports? It's when the...
Overtime?
Overtime? Maybe overtime? How we feel about overtime? I don't know. If you have something, throw it in the chat. Of course, you could join the chat. If you're listening to the show, you could join it by going to thedailyf.com. Just click PK and DK Live 1118. You'll see it right there. Or go to pkandk.com, hit the live tab. You'll see the chat right in there. It's pretty simple. Another thing that I want to talk about just real quick. If you're watching it right now and maybe later on you're like, man, I got to kind of listen to it, but it kills my battery. I figured out something because I've been trying to deal with the coding and stuff, and Apple doesn't make it easy. So if you have an iPhone, something that I do know works, right? If you want to listen to the show or if you have it on YouTube or whatever, you're watching it live, you can lock your phone. When you lock your phone, right, if you just kind of like hit the button and it turns back on, you'll see your notifications. You can hit the play button, and then the audio will continue to play after your phone is locked so it doesn't kill your battery. So if you wanted to like plug it into your car or something, listen to us live or like a later viewing or what have you, you can do that and it won't kill your battery.
That's perfect.
All right.
Very good tip to know.
Do a little
Pro tip, my friend.
Go pro tip?
Yeah.
Pro tip. We need a little sounder for the pro tip.
We kind of look at our clothes.
Yeah, every time, man, I think that I'm gonna change and like do my hair and look good for the people, and then I always run out of time. That's how it works.
I'm just naturally pretty.
Wow. Point counterpoint.
PK and DK's point counterpoint.
I want you to vote on this point counterpoint. Your vote means a lot on this one. be getting a lot of flack. Now, you need to understand, this isn't bragging, right? We have a friend that lives over in London, so we get to stay for free. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. When are we ever going to know somebody out of the country where we can go after the flight, we can stay for free?
Correct.
And there's 4 of us. So we stay there for a week with our buddy. I don't want to drop his name. What's up, Jeff Cameron?
Oh, my God.
U.S. men's national team. What's up, gangsta?
Nobody cares.
Right? I don't want to name drop is what I'm saying. But so we go there for a week. And then, because there's 4 of us, if anybody wants to join, holla at your boy. You can come along. It'll even be cheaper. What we do is we Airbnb it, right? Because once you're over there, it's real cheap. It's like $90 to fly to like a different country. So we're going to go check out Rome, right? And then we were going to go to Prague.
Florence.
Am I forgetting any other countries?
Yes, we're doing Manchester to Rome for a night, then taking the train over to Florence, and then Florence to Prague.
Right. So,
yes.
And listen to this. This is awesome. Like the total stay, and I talked about this morning on the radio. It's $348. How much?
Yeah.
$348 per person.
$348. Yes.
Because we're Airbnb-ing it, and I don't have any problems doing that. Like I don't mind sharing an apartment. Like a hotel room, sharing it with people gets kind of dicey, but I'll still do that.
Like, I mean, a hotel room, especially in Europe, they're about like 200 square feet, and it's barely enough space for 2 people. 4 people, it's a very, very, very tight. But these apartments,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a queen bed, there's a pull-out bed. I'm sure there's a lot of blankets. We can have a fort. It'll be fine.
So $348 is all like for all the lounging that or the whatever you want to call it, lodging, the lounging.
Well,
you know I'm be lounging though. You know I'm be lounging though.
Sup.
So $348. So really, that's dirt cheap, right? Come on. I mean, like $348. We've done weekends where hotels for 2 nights have been more than that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now here's where we need you to vote on the point counterpoint. You can vote exactly where you chat. We just told you how to do that. Should be pretty simple. Just go to thedailyf.com, hit the PK and DK live tab. You could vote right there. All right. A lot of family and friends are telling us with everything that happened this week that we shouldn't go, that they wouldn't go. I was
They're
really
concerned
surprised
for us.
that Ivan was telling me that he wouldn't go. And then he brought up his crappy example of his mom. His mom was like, "Oh, I wouldn't travel. I just got back from Egypt." I'm a motherfucker. You just went to Egypt. No crap.
It's a little different.
There you go. Yo, we talk about Rome. Let's calm the ass down. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you can ask the point counterpoint. There are a lot of things that happen today.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that happen all the time. Just
let me tell you how you could vote. You could vote team hell to the no. Better be safe than sorry. Currently way too dangerous. You could vote that. You could do that right now. Or you can vote team live your life. What will happen will happen. By not going, you're letting these animals. It's the only way I want to refer to these people. Animals win.
right.
All right, that's how you could vote on a point counterpoint. A couple things did happen over the week.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about the Paris shootings. We're talking about there was an airport in Copenhagen evacuated.
Yeah, that was today.
The London Tube security scare. We're gonna be taking the London Tube.
Yeah.
For a bar crawl. Give me 5.
Oh yeah,
for
you saw that, right?
We gonna be wasted on the tube. We won't even feel it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Germany abandoned its football match.
Yeah.
We're going to a pretty, and this is what I'm saying. We're going to like see Manchester United. Who's gonna pass up on that? When am I ever gonna have a shot at seeing Manchester United again? So I'm all in. I don't know what to tell your parents. I know they're worried.
They are. I spoke to my grandparents earlier today too, and they actually were hoping that we might cancel the trip and then come back to Portland.
Hell no!
You don't need to do that.
Hell no!
Sit your ass down.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
Anyway, that's how you can vote.
So you can vote on a point counterpoint right now.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Ooh.
I'm just going to roll with that fuck up. Did you know that last week's point and counterpoint results were in, and I won by taking your car to that shady car place?
Yeah, right.
Last week we had you vote on the shady car place that I got her car fixed, that she was complaining about. We picked it up. Everything worked. Her window broke.
That is true.
No, I got to tell you this. I story. So, I took her car to this shady spot. Shady. Off of 59, halfway to Bush. Like, I went through a town, Mexican flags. I'm like, a lot of taquerias. I was like, I wanted to stop. Me being the fat boy that I am, this place is legit, the bomb. I'm like, I got to stop here. So, but shady. Shady as hell. So I picked up her car, They got it fixed. Alternator. Yes, it took 4 days.
Yes, for an alternator.
Well, did you want to pay like $1,000?
But you also got the oil changed. And guess what I did today?
What'd you do today?
I refixed the thing so it doesn't say that my oil's low anymore. So I really hope that they change the damn oil. Or
They
else
changed
I'm
the oil.
screwed. Okay.
Oh, boy. Well, Salvador is the shit, man.
Yeah.
By the way, if y'all need some cheap mechanic work done in Houston, holla at your boy, PK at thedailyf.com. I got you. So my boy hooked her up, right? So we're driving away from the spot. The spot that right by the front door, there was a dead rat about this big.
Gross.
This big. They didn't
Disgusting.
even bother to clean it up. It's been a week since I dropped the car off.
I refused to get out of the car, honestly. I was like,
With respect.
not going to see that.
Hey, you know what? Serious talk. For $250 to do the oil change and the alternator, all the man hours, everything, $250, you can have as many dead rats in the entryway as you want. In fact, if the dead rats are like the guy in Lord of the Rings that you shall not pass, I will motherfucking pass. Because it's $250. So.
It was really cheap. People were very surprised. They're like, how much did you pay? It's like around $250. And they're like, really? And I'm like, ask PK. Ask PK.
I got
now,
you.
If it breaks down in a week,
So
blame it on PK.
here's the thing. So we're driving. We get back on the interstate. We're on 59, right? And I call her. And instead of saying, thank you, the car is fixed. Thank you so much. What do I get? What do I get?
Beating. My window's broken.
Yeah. She comes at me through the phone. My window doesn't automatically roll down.
That's correct, because it has like a little button. Yes, it's a 2006, but it still has automatic windows, which is no longer like you can just push it and it goes automatically down. But now you have to like hold it.
Nah.
I know how terrible that sounds.
So
Snotty little bee.
at this point, I had to
sound
be
like.
just like, I'm cooling myself down because, again, it was a week of, I can't believe you took my car there. All this stuff, right? Now it's fixed. Now she's complaining about, not a thank you.
You
Just
still-
my automatic window button doesn't go down.
Right.
So at this point, I calmly, woo-sa. What do they say in Bad Boys? Bad Boys 2? Woo-sa. I calmly said to her, I said, do you think they took your door apart and unhooked a wire from the mechanical button just so they could, I don't know, annoy you or have you come back? Do you think that's what happened here?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Don't you think it would have been easier if they wanted you to come back to like undo a bolt or something so it's more serious of a fix? Do you think they actually took a panel from the door apart? Isn't it more likely that a 2006 Honda Excel probably had a little mechanical button
Excel.
problem?
Yeah.
Or what is it? Accord?
I know.
Isn't that
it's an
more
old school
likely?
car.
Isn't that more likely? So I'm sitting in the car and I'm driving and now I'm getting mad. And you finally at that point, what did you do that for?
Because everybody
You
in
just
the
did my
chat,
dad.
Everyone in the chat, first world problems.
Well, first world problems like a mug.
I told you I sound like a silly little girl.
Not first world problems, bitches. First world problems is taking it to the dealership and complaining about it.
Oh my God.
We took it up north where it was like $200 to get a fix. That's called second world problems?
I don't know.
There you go.
Anyway, that was, I'm glad you won last week's
So there you
point
go.
counterpoint.
On the show, let's roll through this quick. We got to get to news and do we care. Actually, let's, on the show, Chris and emails, comments, and tweets coming up here in just about a minute has a question about the Playhouse. I'm going to answer it.
Good.
A reminder to join our Friendsgiving special. Again, that's going to happen last week. Please join us for that.
Next week?
We told you already if
Next
DK
week.
was mad at me and if I was mad at DK, we'll cover that coming up on the show. Speaking of, help Anonymous fight ISIS. Did you see that article? I'll put that article online.
I did.
And you know I've been watching Mr. Robot
Yes.
this season
Heavy.
heavy. Your boy thinks he's like a straight up hacker now, right? I'm getting the tools to hack Wi-Fi networks like a G.
Isn't that illegal?
Probably,
Maybe I would
so I'm just
keep
joking.
that quiet.
I'm just joking around, feds. I'm just joking around. So what I'm saying though, Mr. Motherfucking Robot, that's a great show if you haven't watched it, watch that show. So how to help Anonymous fight ISIS, a step-by-step guide on how to hack these asses and to send that info to Anonymous to mess with them. I love this. We'll talk about it coming up. The worst apartment ad ever. I found it. We've got that coming your way. Our news and do we care segment includes the Texans winning. Who knew? Who thought?
Who would have thought? I did. Jill did.
Did you?
Yes, I told you that on the couch. And then I was like, Jilly, as I was just reading your tweet, I thought the same thing. Her and I were going back and forth. Like, we have a feeling.
Can we talk about Kevin McHale fired as a Rockets coach? Can we? Can you find out why? Can somebody put it in the chat?
I got it.
She's got it.
here.
All right. All right. So we'll call that sports news from a chick.
That's kind of rude.
Don't trust her. Ow.
Damn it, PK, you be polite.
Come on, it's a great show intro.
No, it's not.
Sports news from a chick.
Yeah.
Don't trust her. Right Ronda Rousey got her ass beat.
Sports news from a chick. I got that story too.
No, okay. You do the Rockets.
All I got.
I'll do the
That's
Ronda
all I
Rousey.
got.
I'll do the Ronda Rousey because I do have some stuff you probably didn't know about the fight. And I heard, I don't know if anybody has heard the podcast, but I actually, you know how I love Joe Rogan?
Right. Yes, I do.
He did a podcast with the guy that created the UFC.
Right. Okay.
On the plane on the way back from Australia talking about the fight. Some pretty interesting little tidbits. I'll give those coming to you. We'll talk about Charlie Sheen, yeah?
Yeah.
Talk about Charlie Sheen. WTF stories, including the worst kid name I've ever heard. We'll get to that. Seattle getting rid of the gum wall. Smeeze was hating on that. I love the gum wall. I was looking for the picture that we took by the gum wall. I couldn't find it. Some of y'all sent me some of your pictures and your kids' pictures next to the gum ball. Thank you for that. I want to post them tomorrow. Gum wall. I want to post them tomorrow on thedailyf.com. A brand new Facebook fight. Again, we have that right here. Lots more. Online, again, you can help Anonymous fight. All the details is on there. Let's jump ahead to a roll call. You want to do that?
Please. Absolutely.
Why do we do a roll call?
Because the people.
No, stop. I knew you were going to fuck up again.
God darn it.
It's cause. Gangsta, go gangsta like the music you play before the show starts.
Got it.
Why do we do a roll call? We've been doing this for 2 years. It's been going good up until the last 2 weeks. Why is that?
Because you're paying closer attention to what I'm saying.
Because the people must be heard. It's not complicated.
I got it. Okay.
People in the chat are rolling their eyes.
Oh my God, let's do it.
Put the emoji in there. Roll call time. Why? Because the people must be heard.
What up in the chat?
All right.
We got
neighbors.
Loki
Calm your ass
comes.
down.
We got Ivy Berry. Welcome, Ivy. We have Baby J, John, Rose, Escape Free, Christy, Schmeez, Adam, Horizon, Marcus, Manuel, Adrian, Raymond, Eric FM, and guess what? Our lurkers. Yeah. We got 6 lurkers.
My boys, they be lurking.
Why? Because they're just lurking.
Just stop right there.
So next time, if you guys don't lurk anymore, join on the chat.
You can join the
anonymous.
chat, log in, join the fun.
We don't mind.
Emails, comments, and tweets. Chris wanted to know, have you ever thought about bringing the Playhouse back? What about on Sirius? It would be amazing. No restrictions or what have you. Chris, yes. We had talks with Sirius. It's not as easy because they only really hire national names. So, like, if I'm Oprah...
I was like, how do we get to be national? Let's do it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hello, national people that are looking at us. We would like to be on your show.
But we've also have some other talks that I can't talk about, but some other talks that, so there might be some stuff there. Just keep your ears peeled. And thank you guys for joining this show and growing it, because I really think we've got something good happening.
Maybe.
Got something good happening.
Maybe.
I'm trying to bring the ride back is what I'm saying. Ken wanted to say, can you give me the address and ideas for a reasonable gift for you, DK?
Aww,
he wants to get you a Christmas gift.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you he private messaged me and has something coming for you.
Oh, what is it? Did he tell you?
Well, yeah, but it's a surprise.
Am I going to like it?
Yeah.
Or am I going to send it back? Return to sender.
That is rude.
Return to sender.
You don't return gifts.
He knows I'm joking.
Yes.
He knows. Lucinda wanted to talk about the lady repping Chi-Town. Went crazy with the pancake story.
Pancakes?
Yes, he started like a brawl or something because she ordered, it was never-ending pancakes.
The
Denny's, never-ending pancakes, and then she gave them to her friends. You can't do that.
No.
Just like you can't take food from an all-you-can-eat buffet.
It's a buffet price per person. If it's $4.99 per person.
Let's see. Jean said, my daughter went to the gum wall in Seattle, like I was telling you earlier on the show, and it's a sad piece of history that got washed away. Do you hear that, Smeeze, in the chat? Do you hear that? Went off on the people in the gum wall. And Zoolander 2, it's a sequel 20 years in the making. This is from Res. Speaking of the Smeeze, he posted the trailer for Zoolander 2. And Res is saying, a sequel 20 years in the making. Hope it's not god-awful as a new Dumb and Dumber. Email, comments, and tweets. As always, you could send those in to pk@thedailyf.com. You can do it on our Facebook page at pkandk.com. You can do it a number of ways. On Twitter, however you want to get them to us, get them to us. Wine Wednesday is on... as soon as I find the button.
All right.
Right now.
Wine Wednesday. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
It's Denise's Wine Wednesday. She don't know nothing nothing about wine.
Hold on, folks. She still don't know how to open a bottle of wine. Why? She's retarded.
That is not a true statement.
Missing a chromosome.
Whatever.
It's Wine Wednesday, where we still have to get a mechanical wine opener. Otherwise, there is no wine. It's water.
Oh, yeah. It's Denise's Wine Wednesday. She don't know nothing about wine except that it make her feel good. Oh, yeah. No credentials. Denise's Wine Wednesday. The following information gonna be pointless. Oh, yeah.
She don't even know how to open a wine bottle.
Wine tasting she's been to. White girl drunk.
All right, I got you though.
Thank you.
As much wine as you drunk, done consumed.
Correct.
How is it possible you still don't know how to open a wine bottle?
It's easier for you to do it. I just sit here and look pretty.
Oh yeah, I always spill it when I open
I
it.
know,
So hold
it's
on.
hilarious.
Hold on.
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that was so polite.
Oh, I know.
All right, so I was walking through the grocery store today, and I was really looking for a good deal. This was okay. It was a $12 bottle of wine, which 15 is my top limit, but I had to pick it up because of the name. The name, if you look here, is called Legend of the Vine. And I want PKU to show everybody why it makes perfect sense to be on the show.
Hang on. I'm fixing my headphones real quick. All right. Oh, because I just got Legend wine right there. What?
Yeah.
It's real, bitches. Don't scrub off. I
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah. It's true. And it's a matching tattoo with another man. Anyway,
Hey, I'm going to get another tattoo matching tattoo.
I've heard about this already.
Did you have a comment, or when did you hear about it? Because I don't think you were around.
I wasn't around.
Write it down in the after show. Let's have a
Okay.
little, because we need to spend some time on the tattoo.
We definitely spoke about it when you, myself, and Shmeez went through a fifth of Tito's.
Adrian
of us.
saying, "Man up, Whiskey Wednesday." That's next week during our
Yeah, that
Friendsgiving
is.
special. Come on
Yes.
now. The sugars were starting mold. I don't know what he was referring to. That's from John in the chat, by the way. Smeeze, how many drunks have been pushed into it?
The gum wall.
The gum wall.
Yeah,
oh,
go back there.
yeah. I thought about that too. All right. Cheers to everybody. Thank you for joining us this Wine Wednesday. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yes. I can't believe it. 1 week away from the Friendsgiving, then Thanksgiving, and the holiday season is just around the corner.
So excited about that.
So we're trying this wine, and a lot of places, this is just a little pro tip, a wine tip, if you will.
Okay.
If you buy 6 bottles of wine, you usually get 10% discount. But because it's the holiday and Thanksgiving, this week you get 20% off the 6 bottles.
Hey, Kroger, right?
Kroger and HEB. And
Oh,
I'm
HEB's
sure-
doing it too?
Yes. It's called our Thanksgiving special, of course.
All right.
Love you. This one's okay. What the hell?
It's been a long day.
Did you even like it?
I have no idea. I didn't even taste it. Just opened up the frizz out. Let it do its thing.
I am so disappointed. It took me forever to find this bottle. I was like, oh my God, I feel it. Is that it's so good.
Oh my God, it's called Legend. It's so awesome. I think I just figured out a new voice for you. Oh my God. So cool.
Stop.
Because the people must be heard.
I don't have an accent. Thank you very much.
All right, stop that because we have to jump right into news.
And do
we
we
care?
News and do we care?
Texans, we care about that, right?
Obviously, yeah. Texans won.
So we're not,
Monday
if
Night
you're new to the
Football.
podcast, when we don't care, we go to the basket. I left the trash in there from last week, so you can't even see us. Texas, we care about the win. How did they win?
Absolutely.
How the F can they go from
Because
that
we-
god-awful performance? Was it against Jacksonville?
We were on a bye week, and so we had an extra week to prepare. JJ was in his cabin, and DeAndre Hopkins was hanging
the
out with
fucking
me.
cabin. Shut up.
In the spare bedroom. DeAndre steps up.
Uh-huh. And we're going to talk about the spare bedroom, you skis. So we
Oh.
cared about that. We got to congratulate. We got to congratulate. Come on, let's get some love.
Kevin McHale, what the hell?
Yo, fill me in.
So Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach. Rockets Portland, by the way, are playing right now at Toyota Center. There's a huge blimp outside. But yeah, he got fired.
There's a huge blimp outside?
Yeah, it's huge because when I thought it, because I didn't have my glasses on, I was like, oh my God,
We're being bombed.
there's a hot air balloon. And it doesn't say Goodyear. I think it says DirecTV.
Okay.
But anyway.
So how did he get fired? I heard he lost control of the locker room.
So what happened? So they were 4-7 so far this year. And people are saying that it's because there's a lot of like hotheads, like a lot of stuff going on in the locker room that he just didn't get along with. And he was saying like they're playing poorly and it's just not up to his tempo. So they ended up firing him because he was so terrible. Here. But what I don't understand, I'm not a sports person obviously, but last year we made it to like the West, like the finals, and we've only been there. Like the last time was in 1997. Yeah,
but like if we started bad and oh boy, sucking.
It's still 4-7. It's only 11 games in. Maybe you need to speak to your team because I mean you got Howard, who apparently isn't easy to coach, and you have James Harden, who said in an interview that he was like a nice guy. Like the very initial meeting that they had, he was happy to work for me. He's like a player. He wasn't like a coach. So I don't know. But
should he have been done? Hashtag PK and DK, yes or no, or put it in the chat. I'm just curious to see what the people are saying. If you're on your phone, if you just exit right out of the video just for a second, you'll see the chat hopefully right below it. You can write some shit. You can come right back to the video, and then we got the Kardashian curse from Smeeze. How right is that? How right is that? Is that a celebrity girl crush though, or is it just a Kardashian? Because didn't Romo go through that with when he dated? Who did he date?
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, like they started like I thought Dallas as the whole got together, the city. And was talking shit, right?
It was also the Bears quarterback when he was dating Kristen Cavallari. Now she's...
I think maybe it's like a celebrity. I don't know. All right. News and Do We Care continues. Do we care about the... We do care. I'm not going to go to the basket because we do care. The mastermind behind the terrorist attacks killed. Yeah. Motherfucker, you got some lead.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, that feels good to say. You animal. And his wife, was it his wife? Blew herself up?
I guess.
There you go, bitch. There you go. You know what really bugged me? I don't want to get too serious for a long time, but there was something that I was going back and forth about. Should I blog about this? And I decided not to because I would have said something that probably would have got me in trouble or what have you, you know? Right. But did you see the video of the Turkey-Greece game?
Oh, I heard about it.
Did you hear about
how
this?
They booed and yelled.
So these animals, So they did a moment of silence, and these animals, and here's the thing, like, I don't care. Look, just to be upfront about things, because, you know, for me, I'm like all open, all out there. I don't really care if you respect me for my beliefs or whatever. You know, at least you know I'm honest with you, right? I think there's a God, but I don't know. Like, he's definitely not. Like, this guy approached me today outside of, I had to go to Walmart. Okay. Last minute, because we had the Thanksgiving luncheon at work. This motherfucker expected me to bring something. So please believe your boy went to Walmart, got a pumpkin pie, took it out of the box, put some foil around it. I'm like, I'll bake this shit all night.
That's what you did last year, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm walking out, and this guy comes up to me, and he was like, here's a flyer. You know, God rescued me, and, you know, God loves you. And, you know, so I was driving away. You know, I was just like, nah, if there is a God, in my opinion, he probably created something, and that dude's busy doing some other shit. I don't know what. Creating other universes or something, but he's definitely not around just to make sure that like that I know that he loves me, or that he loved those 100 and how many people died in Paris?
29.
Where the fuck was he? Where was he with all the kids that are dying or getting raped or all these horrible things in Africa? So I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm saying that he's not like his finger isn't on the pulse of what's happening. In my view, you can have your own view. I don't care if you're Christian, if you're Catholic, if you're Muslim, I really don't care. What does bother me is when somebody does a moment of silence. If somebody came to me and was like, let's do a moment of silence for everybody that died in the Middle East or what have you, and, you know, I'd respect that. I'd respect that.
Even when they did it on Monday Night Football.
You respect that.
I mean, even at home.
But that's more on our side. That's more of like, you know, what have you.
Right.
But that's why I was flipping the script. Like, you know, for some of the people, let's say like an American bomb hit the wrong building. I'm sure it has. And they wanted a moment of silence. Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, and I don't care who you worship. What does bother me and what makes you an animal, a worthless animal, is when they ask for a moment of silence and you start chanting. What do they start chanting? That the God is great or something?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, animals.
All right.
So not everybody, but the people chanting, animals. All right. I don't want to go to the basket of that story. What else do you have?
I don't either. We're gonna do the Ronda Rousey.
Do we care? On another note from Smeeze, how does my iPad know to capitalize Kardashian but spell shit? Shot. I don't know, bro. You got a whack ass iPod, is what I'm saying. Ronda Rousey. So, yeah. Ooh. She got some hate.
Yeah.
She got some hate.
Yeah.
She got some hate.
You wanted to take over this one.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I was listening because Joe was interviewing. Who's the dude that runs the UFC? Put it all together. Is it Dana?
White?
Dana White. Yeah.
Oh!
Whoa! What the? What the chicks in the
I'm
sport
your news
world?
girl that knows more than you.
That knows more than PK.
Sup.
PK sucking.
Sup.
He was saying that, look, he was just trying to get the two best fighters to fight themselves because there's so many conspiracy theorists out there. And a couple things that I thought was pretty interesting. The other girl, I guess, when her training, like some days she was like, didn't feel like she did right in the gym. So she would go out to her car and like start crying, go home to dinner, and then go back to the gym to train. Like she was like really focused, 100%.
Yeah.
And they were saying that Ronda Rousey probably, you know, that she's done so many talk shows and movies and everything. Because think about it. Like if we see her on The Tonight Show, how many shows did she do that we didn't see her on?
Right.
Which I was like, that's a great point. So splitting that with the training.
She had a lot of media attention, which I don't think is a bad thing, but possibly at this point in her career when she was trying to fight the biggest fight, that probably hurt her. But I mean, she came out, didn't she have like a book and everything, and she was trying to promote that herself and be a role model, which she still is.
Here's what everybody's asking. If you were in her position now, do you like focus strictly on the training? Do you come back to whip that ass? Or are you so famous, you're cool, you already have all these millions, do you start making that transition like The Rock did into some, you know, just movies or what have you? Like, what do you do? What do you do at this point, at this juncture in time? You know your boy's a greedy bastard. I'd be out.
Yeah, you have to find out what your passion is. Is your passion to continue to fight? Is your passion to continue and be a role model for, like, small girls, small children, or to make movies? Or what is it that you want to do next? I feel.
Most interesting tidbit that I heard in that interview were, you know how bad her lip got just handled.
Right.
So she's in the hospital. They didn't get a surgeon to fix her up because Dana White was making the point that when something like that happens, you bring in a plastic surgeon because they're more of an artist than a doctor is. A doctor's, now I don't know if this is true or not, but it sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and I don't, like, I've only had limited.
I don't know anything.
You know?
Honestly.
But what they were saying, and it made sense, is like a plastic surgeon's all about being an artist, about making something look legit, right? A doctor, on the other hand, his priority is just to fix the cut, to get you fixed up.
Yeah.
So where he would put in staples. Instant fix. Where he would put in staples or get you fixed up, a plastic surgeon would make sure that you look just perfect. So for Ronda Rousey, that like they took her to the hospital afterwards and brought in a plastic surgeon.
Okay.
Like the best one in like Australia or something.
In the chat, Adam Brumfield says, set up, she's the champ. She's going to do movies and focus on other things. You can't have the championship just sitting on the shelf.
You don't think she'll come back?
Months. So now there's a new champ while Rousey goes on to do other things.
So you don't think she'll come back? That's interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, man, that's interesting. Anything else in there that? I was trying to think what else was pretty interesting from the interview. I think that was pretty much it. Oh, Dana White said that he wouldn't even talk to her about a rematch for like a month. That he doesn't talk to about rematches after something like that happens.
Right.
And the other thing that I thought was pretty interesting was they were talking about how, like, obviously when you're in that world, you make friends with people, but you're also happy for the other person to win because the other person's put their heart and soul into what they were doing.
As well, yeah.
So it's like you're congratulating one person and it kind of feels like you're backstabbing your friend, but you're really not because you don't want to take that a moment away from the champion.
Right.
It's so different. It's so pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay. I'll put a link up if you guys want to listen to it. I'll do it probably tomorrow on the dailyf.com. What else?
Charlie Sheen.
Back to
no. so he had a huge announcement that was supposed to come out on the Today Show, but previously came out the day prior due to apparently TMZ and whatnot.
Do you care?
Are
you surprised?
No, I mean, I don't care, honestly. I don't care. There's so many other things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things. Bad week for Charlie to come out with that announcement. Do you want to go to the basket, though? Since you're the one that doesn't care?
No.
You have the paper, go to the basket.
The thing is like, I don't care about him coming out, but what I do care about is how it finally was like on the Today Show and actually is coming out speaking about HIV. And that is something that we should be.
So you kind of care. You kind of care. All right. So this week, make this the first week we've never actually had to go to the basket.
Wait, I got one.
What?
Oxford's Dictionary Word of the Year.
Give me a piece of paper as you tell everybody what the word is.
I don't care.
I saw the story. Do you want to go to the basket?
Yeah, and that's the only
Hurry,
thing.
they fuck up though.
I know. I had too many good pieces of paper that I didn't want to waste.
You have an empty notepad past the first 3 pages, girl.
Thanks for calling me out, Dick.
Woo! Oh, that's how we do. There you go.
By the way,
for the podcasters, that's how we do.
Can you go back? Can you go back real quick to like any camera that faces down this direction, because that's where our paper is going inside Kiki's mouth. You see her chopping it?
It's in the basket.
PK.
It's in the goddamn basket. Hey, let's do our question and answer game.
What the hell is this?
Okay. All right. That's where the paper's going to. Let's do our question and answer game.
Yes,
and because we got to get to my stories to stay on track.
Yeah.
Trying to stay on track for once.
Yeah.
All right. This wraps up the news and do we care segment. It's a little reverse. Usually you ask a question, you get an answer. We got to do it reverse. You got the answers. I got the questions. All right. Number one, go ahead from the top, please, down.
All right.
Read your question. Read your answer, and I'll read the question.
Answer. JJ Watt and Boy George.
Oh, name 2 guys known for getting sacks. There you go. She don't know what that means.
I know what that means.
Because Boy George likes them sacks.
Do not offend JJ.
All right. I didn't offend JJ.
I know.
So, all right. From the top, please.
Hater, so.
The answer, and I have
the answer.
The question.
Really?
What happened? What?
Syrian refugees and Bernie Sanders supporters.
What? One more time.
Syrian refugees.
What's that? What's the first word?
Syrian.
So what?
Syrian.
So what?
Syrian.
Huh?
Syrian.
Okay.
How would you say it?
No, that's exactly how you say it. Name 2 groups of people not welcome in Arkansas or Alabama. Alabama. That's true. That's true right there. All right. The answer, please.
The answer is donuts.
What?
Donuts.
The answer is just donuts.
Correct.
Interesting. The question is, if he had genitalia, what would hang from the Pillsbury Doughboy? Donuts.
Oh, my God.
Donuts. The answer, please. The
answer, whip, nay.
What's that?
Whip, nay.
What did Nene ask a dominatrix to do?
Oh, my God.
Whip.
Whip, nay.
There you go. Come on now. What did that's fucking gold, bro.
The answer.
Yes, please.
Peyton Manning and Martin O'Malley's campaign.
One more time.
Peyton Manning and Martin O'Malley's campaign.
Name 2 things on their last leg. There you go.
Peyton. The answer.
All right, one more.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and the Dallas Cowboys defense.
That's for you, Smeeze. One more time. The answer is
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and the Dallas Cowboys defense.
This is for you, Smeeze.
Oh, my God. You already said that.
Name things that are always shredded. There you go.
Sometimes sweet, all the time crazy. About each other. PK and DK. Forget normal.
All right. We got to get into my segment right now. From right now until 50. Until 50 after, we'll get into my segment. We're going to have to push everything else. Facebook fights, we'll do that in the after show. And then between 50 and the top of the hour, we'll end the show with DK's segment, the things she wants to talk about. Things that I want to talk about is, might need some more wine for this one. I'm trying to decide if I'm even mad about this or not. We'll talk about how I didn't listen to her and went with Smeeze to College Station to catch my first Aggies game, which was pretty damn cool. Mm-hmm. Maybe if we have some time in the after show, I want to tell you about this bar. These motherfuckers they've got a snake. They have a snake exhibit in a bar. Put that under only things you'll see in Texas, please. Put it right underneath the...
We also saw that at the place when we got the snake rum.
Yeah, but
It was
that's
a
Barbados. Barbados. Where's Rihanna from?
Barbados.
There you go. All right. So if we got some time, I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So I went to Call It Station, and we're going to find out if you're mad at the fact that I did. But I think I am mad because, actually, I'm not mad. I'm more concerned. Here's the thing. I don't even know how to address this because this is a little more on the serious side. I'm honestly...
Should I fill your wine glass up?
Yeah, please. Fill me up.
Should I fill mine up as well?
Fill me up, Buttercup.
Should I fill mine up as well?
Fill me on this because this is pretty, like, I wonder if anybody else has been through this. And maybe you don't want to put it in the chat. You hit me up, pk@thedailyf.com. Send me an email. Here's the thing. I don't even know how to get into this.
PK and I had a weekend apart.
No, that's not it though. That like I don't want to tell you what to do because that's not what a relationship is about. It's not about me being your dad, right?
Okay.
It's about you doing your part, me doing my part, us respecting each other's part, and then that's how love and relationships work in my book. So if you go on like some heroin binge, I'd get a divorce. I don't know. I probably would try to get you out of that situation, but like if you pursued it, I would get a divorce because I just wouldn't respect you at that point.
Okay.
And that actually, I bring that up as an example because it happened to my buddy. I don't want to say who, Lucas. I know. I didn't say it. It's what I'm saying. It's code name.
Love.
Radio name. But he got with a chick and they got together when they would always party, right? They were like, he met her. They would party all the time. They ended up having 2 kids. He had to take a radio job in the middle of nowhere, right? And at that point, she moved with him because, she was pregnant. And they had a couple of kids. And she was so just put off by the fact that she now lived, because they moved from a pretty big city, decent-sized city, to middle of nowhere like Arkansas or something. She was so put off by this that she started getting into drugs, like hardcore drugs, like a junkie, right? To the point that he had to take custody of the kids. Then he ended up moving.
That's sad.
Mom is never around. He raised these 2 like amazing children, raised them. And this is a guy that back in the day was like crazy, right? Crazy. Before I didn't start drinking until I was like 27. And this is a guy that I worked with that I did a club night once. Because he worked at the same radio station, and I showed up at the club night, and old boy was like behind the thing, like just going
to town
on a chick.
Okay.
After some ecstasy, like old boy was like, did it right.
Okay.
So again, I didn't drink at the time, so I was just like I was observing, I was watching. I wasn't in my party phase until I got together with Ebro, and then Ebro started to get me into drinking and what have it. So this is a guy that got his act together when all this went down in Arkansas. Raised these kids. He's still raising these children, but. He obviously didn't respect her. He tried to get her clean, wouldn't get clean, so that relationship didn't work. All right?
Okay.
So here is going back to our situation.
It's not anything that serious.
Our situation, going back to it right now. I don't know if I want to be mad.
I don't have heroin tracks on my arms.
Hold up your arms, though. Hold up your arms.
That's what you do.
Okay.
It looks like
you had some bumps on your vagina. Oh, shit.
I did not. It's because I waxed. Dipshit. And it wasn't even bumps either. It was like one.
I'm playing with you.
It was like one ingrown hair. You have more ingrown hairs on your big ass nose.
I'm just playing with you, girl.
I'm not feeling your.
I love you. So again, going back to this weekend, just real quick.
You just got the hand, by the way.
I want to know in a few minutes if you're mad at me, but when I go out of town, you didn't even come home on Saturday night. You got the party started after you worked.
Yeah.
Then you hung out with your friend.
Yes.
And then I knew Sunday morning when you sent a picture in with you doing a shot, I'm like, fuck, she's continuing to drink without ever sobering up. She didn't go home, folks, until 5 in the morning. And when I say home, I mean to her friend's house. And then she started drinking at like 9 or 10. And then she when I came back into town at like 7 o'clock on a Sunday night, she shows up and she is trashed. So again, I don't want to be the father figure because if I wasn't around, what would you do? But at the same time, as a husband, I get a little concerned. I do get a little concerned because you're a very beautiful woman. I'm married out of my thing. Like you're like a 10, I'm a 6.
Oh, I think you're a
That's
10,
how it is.
sweetheart.
That's how it is. Especially with my weight gain, I'll probably say 5. But
Aw, PK.
you're hanging out at Celtic Gardens or something. Somebody sees you. You're at that level of the level that you got when you came home. I'm honestly worried that they would drug you, that something would happen to you. Now, again, I don't want to tell you these things outside of the show because this show is all, honesty. But outside of the show, I don't know if I want to tell you these things because I don't want to be your dad. If that's how you want to be, that's how you want to be, So I don't know if I am mad that you didn't come home and that you partied straight on a bender for 2 days and that this is the second time you've done that within a month.
It was actually just in like less than a 24-hour time period, I would say. I didn't get to party until like 10 o'clock on Saturday. And then I came home around like 8 o'clock on Sunday. So that's less than 24 hours.
But it's straight.
But
it's straight.
The thing is,
if I was home, would you have came home?
Probably not.
Oh, shit.
I didn't mean it like that. No, I mean, I was having fun hanging out with friends. And you've met the friends. And we were all having a good time, you know?
I just don't want people taking advantage of you. That's all.
I know. And I sincerely appreciate
But
the
I don't want you to not do what you want to do because I don't want to be your dad.
Right.
So I don't know. This is one of those instances to where this segment started where, it ends where it started because I don't have any kind of answers. With that said, let's skip over, which I don't want to necessarily start doing every week, but let's skip right on over the WTF stories and all that stuff, which you can find online. In fact, I'll go through some real quick because I want to get to her story of if she's mad that I actually went out of town and missed her company party, which led to all this. So we'll get to that in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I do want to tell you that, again, I don't want to spend too much time on these stories, but a couple of WTF stories of the week, stories that make you go, what the online at thedailyf.com, including the worst name I've ever heard for a kid. It was in a child abduction emergency. The kid's name, it was Twinkle Twinkie Twilight. Twinkle Twinkie Twilight was the kid's name. At what point are you like, oh, that's the name I want to go with? How about Google Maps finding a man at the bottom of the lake? I put this in WTF because look at this. If you're podcasting, my apologies. It's a lake with a little dot. How do you know that's a car? That's how they found him. That's how they found him. I'm thinking that's behind like a church or something because I look at the parking lot or what have you. WTF, because why would you not check that lake? Wouldn't there be some kind of markings on the grass right there? There had to have been if you drove in, right? Got to be some kind of markings. And beyond that, how do you even know that that is a car? Blew my mind. Some other stuff online you can check out in the WTF report. The person with the worst disguise in the history of crime. I have the picture for you guys watching live right now. He kind of looks like Yoda, in my opinion. But he put his underwear over his face. In fact, I wanted to ask you, would I ever pull that move?
Putting your underwear on your head?
If I were to rob a place, probably not.
No.
For the same reason that you said you'd never buy me white underwear, which is why.
Because you poop your pants. Disgusting. You got
there you go.
What do they call them? Those stains everywhere.
The Seattle gum wall again.
That's not clap, clap. Hell yeah, I shit my pants.
Yeah.
Shit panters.
Yeah.
Pant shitter. One of those two.
I wanted to get your advice on something that Smee said because I didn't even know how to handle it besides saying that I don't think that is a hippie thing. And that is the gum wall in Seattle. He said, what? Yeah, bro, I'm sure they'll be mad too if the garbage guys collect their trash every week or if the sewage plant cleans their water supply. Oh, wait, we're talking about hippies. So, yeah, they'll be mad at that, all that. Taking the gum off the wall was like totally destroys the environment and solar warming and global refuse man. Obviously making fun and saying that only hippies contributed to the gum wall in Seattle, which I kind of disagreed.
Didn't
we walked by it. It's right next to Pike's Place. It's right behind Pike's Place.
partake?
Do you think it's a hippie thing? Do you think it's a Seattle kind of landmark thing? What do you think?
It's totally a Seattle, Portland, Northwest.
So it is a hippie thing.
It totally is a Northwest thing. You won't see Texas having a gum wall. I mean, just down the road, we have locks that are on the bridge, and they're constantly being cut off. So
okay,
you don't see anything like that.
So maybe he's right. It is like a hippie thing.
But there's nothing wrong with being a hippie thing.
All right. A few stories that I want to pay respects to, and then we'll get to DK to find out if she was mad at me for going out of town.
Respect!
Got to pay respects to the hero that married a pizza in Russia over the weekend. How did you say? Well, here's the picture. And it's a pizza box with 2 champagne glasses. He had a ceremony, and he said that's because a pizza would never do him wrong, wouldn't cheat on him, and he honestly just loved pizza. If you could marry any kind of food, what would it be? Wine, obviously.
Because I'm pouring it. Guilty. Any kind of food.
What would you marry? What would you say I do to?
God, I am on a huge craving of queso lately.
Over
Isn't
Taco
that
Bell?
right? Can I have like Taco Bell and queso like
No,
drizzled all over?
you're not
Hey,
you're not Mormon.
By the way, you gave me your food from Monday and it's gone.
What food did I get? What are you talking
The
about?
one with the queso all over the burrito. You ate it. I saw it. I'm guilty. Guilty.
Gotta pay respect to my boy Vladimir Putin.
President.
The best quote. This is the best quote of all time. To forgive the terrorists is up to God, but to send them there to him is up to me. That's from my favorite movie, bar none. I'm not saying quality in writing or like special effects. I am saying that every single time this movie's on TV, I watch it. I've seen this movie over like 30 sometimes. Man on motherfucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
Man on fire.
Yeah, we do watch it every time it's on.
How many times have you seen the movie? Because I always turn it on.
It's at least 20 since we've been together.
Man on Fire is awesome.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? It's awesome. All right, let's send it over to DK.
Hey!
Wrap up the show with If She Was Mad at Me and Back in the Day, go.
All right. So last week I threw in at the end a conversation about how PK was going on a man date with Shmeez and how it was going to be like the PK and Shmeez show. And I wasn't really upset or anything because the 3 of us hung out Friday, drank, had a great time. Then Saturday rolled around and PK was packing his little bag and then packed the Go Show stuff, and that really irritated the hell out of me. And I was like, what are you doing with that? He goes, I'm gonna pack it to do a Go Show with Shmeez. I'm like, no, sorry, Shmeez, I love you and all, and we had a great time Friday, but no, the Go Shows are at least like the 2 of us. Shmeez can join along. He'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're spending like the whole Thanksgiving year with him, so it's not a problem. So no, I wasn't mad.
Are you, that's really what you were mad about? I thought you didn't want me to go to the party.
What party?
Or you didn't want me to miss the party with you and your coworkers.
So what happened on Friday?
No, slow down. You didn't want me to go to College Station.
So this was on Wednesday.
Oh, and do I have some good stuff about that in the, what is it called? Time and a half? Stoppage time coming up here in about 8 minutes. Great stuff.
So
might upset some friends stuff.
I was a little annoyed on Wednesday, obviously, with PK because I have this, and it's a coworker's husband's birthday, and we all have fun. We all drink a lot. We all have a great time. They have good food, and everybody like loves PK to death. And it's not like a whole office party. It's something like private, individual, or whatever. And you were completely missed, but this happened on Wednesday, which I got irritated about. Friday happened.
You were fine with me going?
Friday happened, and you brought up the point like,
I'm gonna do my hand.
Hey. When I go to your work stuff, all you guys do is talk about work. Well, Friday happened because we had like a little work happy hour, and that is all we completely talked about was work. So
told you.
So then I understood PK's point, and I was like, you know what? PK's been doing like a lot of hard work. I really want him to go experience Kyle Field. Like I personally want to go to like all of the college stadiums that I can. So I'm sorry I couldn't go. I needed to work, but
and a college stadium it was.
You have fun, and I'll go like to the next one. I heard like Northgate is absolutely amazing, and it's fun, big party town. So I was like, I don't want you to miss out because I have to work like a huge day. I don't get off till like 10 o'clock.
All right. So at that point, then so you were mad, but then you realized that I was right, and then you were mad because I wanted to do the Go Show without you.
That's what I was pissed about. Correct.
Okay. I don't know that you should have been pissed about that either, at all.
Why?
Because the PK and DK show is the one we do on Wednesday night.
You're cheating on me! I knew it! Give me that paddle!
Wait.
Give me that damn paddle! Don't wait!
I'm not giving you the paddle because you're obviously going to hit me with it.
Obviously.
No, then I'm not giving you the fucking paddle.
Then I'll stick this up to you know where. That wasn't the paddle I was talking about.
What paddle are you talking about?
This Playhouse.
Where is it? Ow, God damn it.
It's okay. I got what I wanted anyway.
The Go Show is a Go Show. I'll do a Go Show by my goddamn self. And when was the last time you blogged something on the website? Neverville. So, yeah, if I want to do a ghost show with Smeeze, I can absolutely do a ghost show with Smeeze. You calm your ass down. And what are you having that shock face for? PK and DK show is Wednesday nights.
PK and DK have like 4 different ghost shows. We were on the cruise.
Yeah, but the ghost show, this is content for the website. We do content for the website.
Every ghost show has had me and you involved.
Well,
and
bitch,
yes.
things change.
Oh, I know it. I'm fired.
You're not fired. I'm just saying.
PK and Shmeez.
That's not.
What's his last name?
I don't know. She wasn't mad, so she went on a 2-day bender because she wasn't #mad from Smeeze in the chat. There you go.
So what's going to happen next week? And I can't wait for y'all to join our Friendsgiving special because not only will Shmeez be joining the show, but my new girlfriend, LaShawn, will be joining the show as well.
Could you please tell her to keep it down?
No.
No, then she's not invited.
She is definitely invited.
I love LaShawn to death, but she's very, very loud, and we're doing a show. So you're going to have the uncomfortable conversation. You're going to have to tell her to tone it down.
She's probably in the chat
What's
right
up,
now.
LaShawn? You know I got love for you.
She called last time.
Here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. I love her coworkers. They're awesome, right? There's 2 of them, and they know I love them to death.
4 of them.
Now, the 2 of them that I really dig are LaShawn and Lisa. But they're also, coincidentally, the loudest people on the fucking planet. For instance, I got off the elevator from working out. The elevator, which is 4 apartments down from here, right? All the way down the hall.
Fake story.
The doors opened, and I was like, I could hear them. And the more they drink, the louder they get. So I don't know that I can have this during a live show. Unless you have the uncomfortable conversation of you need to bring it down from a 10 to like a 4. Which a 4 for normal people is like...
Should we call her? We'll call her in the after show. After show.
We're not calling her because I'm not having the conversation you are. That's your bad.
Not a problem.
My friends are on point.
So anyway, back to the story. I am not mad that PK went. I had a great time and he had a great time, and we came together on Sunday and we had Fat Man pizza with nasty cheesy crust.
Yeah,
That's
Pizza
all I
Hut can
remembered.
suck my ass. I don't know why I did that.
Because PK's like,
I'm gonna get Pizza
are
Hut
you
for her.
are you home? I was like, PK, are you home? He's like, I'm home. I'm ordering pizza. Are you gonna come home? I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then I didn't even tell LaShawn that I was like,
all right. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. In the chat, would you have not been doing your job and mentioning people's comments?
Well, it may brew.
Shut your goddamn mouth now, because I wanted to go back when we were talking about Man on Fire. I forgot who said it, but somebody said, rip Tony Scott. Tony Scott, my favorite probably director of all time. He got a little silly when it came to Domino and all the effects and stuff. But like Man on Fire was on motherfucking point. Rip Tony Scott, who again, that goes to show you how serious depression is. Old boy Tony Scott, who directed Top Gun, Man on Fire, Domino, the list goes on and on and on, threw himself from a bridge. Climbed up, threw himself right from a bridge. He had a signature cap that he had on. Mm-hmm. So I've always wanted to go back and see if I can find it. Maybe it's got to be washed up somewhere. Because that would, respect the guy. That's my dude. That's my dude, is what I'm saying. All right, back in the day, and then we'll wrap up the show. You got about 3 minutes to get through all this. Then we'll get to overtime. Overtime means we just relax, have wine, and the show could go on for 20 seconds, 2 hours. Nobody really knows. Back in the day right now, let's
go.
And now it's time for DK's Today, Back in the Day.
Oh, glasses on.
I can see.
Supergirl.
We have Mason Cresses, 23. I don't know who that is, PK.
Come on, iCarly.
I don't know who Carly
Yeah, but
is.
you know who B.O.B. is.
Of course, B.I.B.
Cokehead.
Airplane. Okay, 27. Damon Wayans is
Junior.
33.
Junior.
Let's be cop, superstar, and coach on The New Girl. Mattress actress. Go ahead, love.
I got you. Kristen Price is 34. She started in 214 fine films, so give her her due respect, please. She was in The Bangover, Saturday Night Beaver, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Let's go on to Ryan Gosling.
Oh, he is attractive. Ryan Gosling is 35. Fantastic Noah in The Notebook, and now bonafide superstar in who plays opposite George Clooney in Eyes of March.
Did you know that Ryan Gosling in The Notebook and Rachel McAdams? Did you know that Rachel McAdams was the cougar?
I love her.
In The Notebook?
Because, it might be later on down here, but
it's right there. She's 37.
Yeah, 37. Can you believe that? Oh, look at you. The Notebook, Wedding Crashers, Mean Girls, and Sherlock Holmes. I love her. People say I look like her. What do you think?
Bootleg.
Terrible. All right, moving along. Fabulous is 38.
Who? Fabulous. Fabulous. Come on, girl.
Fabulous. He plans on celebrating with his brother's marvelous instrument. I think you did that last year. Go on.
Travis, you don't know who Travis Barker is?
No, totally is.
Who is he? Don't read it. Who is he?
Blink-182.
What happened to him?
He almost died in a plane crash.
Boom.
That's just really, really, really
American
sad.
Horror Story. Can I do this one? Because that's my show. Chloe Savigny is 41. He's Dr. Alex Lowe in American Horror Stories. Let's move over to... I got to do this one, too. Megyn Kelly is fine as fuck.
We did see
45.
her in New York. In New York.
When did we see her? No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. Remember, it was outside of the studio and we were like peeking like this.
No, that was some other chick.
That was her. I swear.
No, it wasn't her. She doesn't do the money updates. The chick that we saw did the money updates. Megyn Kelly, trust me, is up top. Please believe I know this.
Oh, what a fucking creep.
That's right.
Okay, moving on. Gerard
right.
Butler, 46 King.
46?
46, I said.
All right.
King Leonardus in 300. PK
all
thinks
you
he
have.
looks like him. The fans.
No, I look like the other guy.
You look more like him.
I look
than
like
the other
Black
guy.
Hawk from the Avengers.
No, you look more.
What's his name?
No, you look.
Jeremy
more,
Renner. I've had 2 girls that said that to me. Jeremy Renner.
They were also blinds. Gerard Butler looks more like you than anything.
What's up?
Because
Fuck you know about
he's
that?
Part Greek.
Jeremy Renner's in the building.
Owen Wilson is 47. You look like him too with the nose. Ronnie DeVoy, 48, new addition, and Belle Biv DeVoe. I don't know who Belle Biv
That's how
DeVoe
bitches
is.
die. They make comments like that. I look like Owen Wilson. That's bitches die. That's how they do it. Jimmy Kimmel, I got respect for him. He's 48. I don't know how he's mad respect. Jimmy Kimmel's my dude.
Yes, you do love him. Remember, he was on Shark Tank, and he had a really hilarious skit.
Yeah. Go on.
E40.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Ghost
Tell
ride
me
the
when to
whip.
go.
Ghost ride
Tell me
the
when to
whip.
go.
Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. We are definitely not from the
Bay
West
Area
Coast.
and back down.
Whoopi Goldberg is 60. Danny DeVito is 71. Martin Scorsese, genius with eyebrows that won't quit.
73. You said that good. I like that. A few back in the day history notes as we wrap up the official show and we go into overtime. 1307, William Tell, credible crossbowmen, whatever they're called, shot an apple from his son's head.
That is nuts.
That's where that came from. Benjamin Franklin wrote the letter that said, in this world, nothing can be for sure certain except what? Tests. And take your glasses off because you're reading it. Nothing can be certain but what?
Death and taxes.
There you go, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't quiz you, so don't put those back on. Don't put your glasses back on. I can't quiz you. Brooklyn toy maker Morris Mitston created the teddy bear. The toy got its name from an incident involving Teddy Roosevelt. He was hunting bears. He had the opportunity to shoot a bear. He didn't because he saw the cubs.
That's so cute.
Saw the little cubs.
Oh,
What a-
very sweet.
Shot
Very,
the
very,
fuck out of that bar.
No, you
bar.
wouldn't have.
They
No,
had
you wouldn't.
bird jerky for weeks.
The truth is you would not have, so...
Lion Sleeps Tonight came out by the Tokens in 1961. Back this week. This week also the Jam, the Big Jam, the Giant Jam. I Can See Clearly Now. How does that go?
I can see clearly now. Lorraine is gone.
That's what we were listening to back in the day. Time Bandits. Did you ever watch Time Bandits?
Never heard of it.
Released in 1981. In 1989, I bet you know this one. We were listening to Young MC Bust a Move.
Oh, yeah.
How does it go?
Bust a move.
And you?
Help, help, help.
I am helping. And you?
Can bust a move.
And you? Got it.
And you got it.
And you?
And you want it. Just bust a move. Just bust a move. Boom, boom. Come on.
1991, you're listening to Naughty by Nature, OPP.
Yeah, you know me.
Horrible. Horrible. You're so shitty at this. The OPP. You don't know OPP?
Now
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know
what
me.
I
You down with
just
OPP? Yeah, you know
That's
me.
what I just
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. I just said, yeah, you know me. But I
Disney's
said it
Beauty and the Beast
politely.
was released in 1991. There's no
if
politely in here.
anybody didn't know, this is our thing. PK and I are also known, a.k.a. Beauty and the Beast.
But if anybody else calls you a beast, I'll have them. Who said that? Oh, Jack Nicholson is the Joker in the original Batman.
Batman.
Moving on now to the life-changing ballad by Rex and Effects. Rum Shaker.
Shake your rump shaker. Shake it, shake it, shake your rump shaker.
Horrible. Horrible. You're the worst.
What
For
is
somebody
it?
that grew up listening to like Fabulous and stuff, how do you not know the classics? I have so much education to do with you.
I was
I
5
have
years
to educate
old.
the hell out of you.
I was 5.
We gotta.
When did this come out again?
Rump shaker. Everybody want to shake I don't fucking remember the words either.
Oh, okay. You're an ass. Anyway.
All right. 97, we're listening to Leanne Rimes. How do I live?
How do I live without you?
98, we're listening to Will Smith, Getting Jiggy with It.
Of course. Na 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 na. Yeah. Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it.
2000, Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out?
I don't like that song. Woof, 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 woof.
Who Let the Dogs
I don't
Out?
like it.
Did you know that Britney, this is your girl, became the youngest singer to ever get a star in the Walk of Fame in Hollywood?
She did. She was
the youngest
at
at 21.
15.
Okay, this was at 21. And
My
2000,
glasses aren't on.
2003, we're listening to Outkast, Hey Ya.
Yeah, hey. Oh, we have a good story, but I think we've already shared it.
Maybe in the after show. The single Goodies by Sierra. We're listening to that in 2004.
My goodies. Got my goodies. Yeah, my goodies.
Horrible.
Isn't Sierra the one that's dating Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I like how you just skip over the fact that you murdered that song.
I can't sing, but I know sports.
And Shakira's jam, Hips Don't Lie, 2006.
Oh, you had that as your ringtone for 2 years, love.
Let's finish up.
PK and DK's Point Counterpoint.
Finish off the normal show by telling you to please vote again online to our Point Counterpoint on if you would go to Europe still this Christmas. We're going to do it either way, but I'm curious to know what the people say. Nobody's behind you telling you. Nobody knows who votes what. So I'm just curious to look at these results next week and be like, yeah, people were really truthful and they would go or they wouldn't go. Please believe I'm still going to ignore the fuck out of it. But I'm curious to know, like, it's interesting to me. It's interesting because people that I thought would go to Europe for vacation said they wouldn't.
Right.
And I think I lost a little respect because I'm like, really? You got a little more common sense than that.
One of my coworkers that were actually and friends that were actually going to spend like a Christmas party with, remember? Yeah. She's absolutely terrified on going on any flights at all. And she heard your conversation this morning and she pulled me aside and she's like, I'm not scared to go as many people are scared. Like, I'm not going to let them scare me.
But you just said she was frightened.
She's frightened to fly always, but she's like, this is not what's going to turn me away. Absolutely not.
You can't be scared to fly. I mean, like you just can't. There's the security, there's all that stuff. Vote online, please. Make sure you join next Wednesday night. It's going to be pretty epic, I think. We've got a lot of stuff we're working on. It's our Friendsgiving special. We do it once a year, biggest special of the year. It's going to be awesome. So next Wednesday, be here. This concludes all the stuff that's been readied for the show.
Perfect.
It is time to go to Aftertime.
Transmitting live 24/7.
Listen, watch, comment, and more. Get all the details now at www.pkanddk.com.
It's going to have to do until I can get something produced. This is the stuff that not on the schedule, maybe stuff we didn't get to, a lot of stuff I didn't get to. We take our time here. It could work out. Sometimes it's going to work out. Sometimes it's going to be a mess. We appreciate you guys joining this part of the show anyway. This is where the wine hits, what have you. All right. A couple things that I wanted to say. Again, the website, The Daily F, thank you guys for sending stories in. Thank you guys for checking those out. Definitely appreciate that. She's doing something in the kitchen. I'm not really sure what. There was some things that, let me scroll back here. There were some things that I did. Oh, there she is. What are you doing? In the kitchen, she's breaking wine glasses. I don't know what she's doing. I forgot to talk about this chick. Put her in the after. Oh, she just brought out the fireball. This bitch brought out the fireball. What are you doing? Fireball.
I mean, hey,
what are you doing?
Somebody brought up the point. They're like, isn't it Whiskey Wednesday?
Nah.
It is.
You're turning this shit up? I was just going to go like 5 minutes in the after show.
So there's a few different things that I want to bring to the table.
Well, before you even do that, let me just be right up front with everybody. I suck at stuff that's not like, my strength is like when I have things prepped and I know where I'm going and I've got stuff going, that's how I function. I've got to function that way. From the old school Playhouse fans, when I had like 1,000 things happening, all of it was planned. You give me no schedule, I'm shit. So just know.
But what is great is I am a planner, and so I can handle it. So the reason being of this fireball shot is there's two different things, sports related, that we're celebrating.
Adriana says Whiskey Wednesday. Yes.
Adrian,
shots from Juice Box. What's up, my dude?
There's no A in Adrian's last name, so please apologize. I believe his son is Isaiah.
Sorry, Adrian Aguilera. That's my bad.
His son Isaiah is also watching. So
what's up, man?
What we're gonna do real fast, due to Oregon being number 23, thank God, Texans actually winning.
Oh, I did want to talk about College Station. Very excited about that. Their stadium was freaking amazing. Oh,
ignite the night, baby.
What?
Whiskey.
Did you read that from somewhere? Ignite the night. It says it on the back. You sneaky bitch.
All right. That was amazing.
More of a Jameson drinker? Oh, no. Here, since it's the after show. I don't know if I've ever shared this story before, but I went to a bar. And one of my good friends is like, if you drop, and you could try this. If you drop.
We have talked about this.
Why am I talking about it again? Shut your goddamn mouth. If you drop a shot of vodka in a beer and you kill the beer, you won't taste the vodka. So you're doing like a beer and vodka. So I came up with this whole brilliant plan that you can steal. That I was going to open up a bar, and it's only beers with shots dropped into those beers, right? And I forgot what I was going to call it. I had like a pretty good name for it too. So it was going to be like
shot bar.
No, it wasn't going to be shot bar. It was going to be because like every drink has a shot dropped into it, but it's not like a mixed drink. It's always a beer, because you didn't taste it at all. So like at one point, like I was doing like double vodka shots dropped in a beer, and you'd kill it, and it was whatever.
Oh.
So we last year or 2 years ago we were in London, and was it 2 years ago? Yeah. And the lines were so long because it was like New Year's Eve that we couldn't get a drink. It was impossible to get into these pubs to get a drink. There was like so many freaking people. It would take like a half hour, 40 minutes to like finally make your way up to the bar. So when we did, I told the bartender, I'm like, hey man, get two beers right now.
This is disgusting.
Give me 2 double shots of Jameson. Right? So he looked at me and I was like, just come on. So I dropped them in the beer. We walked outside with them. I'm like, you ready? You're not even going to taste this. Watch this. You're not even going to taste it. So I'm like, shoot it in 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we shoot the whole beers, right? And like immediately, you could totally taste it. I think it was only vodka you couldn't taste. Because Jameson, oh my God, immediate vomit.
And for both of us.
For both of us. So we both are just spewing. Oh, man, that was horrible.
That was awful.
Horrible.
Oh, that reminds me of a story I have to share when I was hanging out with the girls, and it was only
Shot Droppers. Oh, the bar name. Let's go, bro. Let's do it. Let's do this shit. We'll be like Philly. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
What's your story?
So apparently I have an issue with now chugging beer. I can't do it anymore because I had the issue at the airport.
Where you ran into the
in
bathroom, vomited
Phoenix.
on everyone,
Yeah.
and ran back out?
Correct. And
Our
then
plane was taken out, by the way.
taking off. Yeah. And then I also had the same thing happen this past weekend. I don't know if I shared it with you.
What happened?
So you know how girls always go to the restroom together because we like to like chit chat and gossip, whatever.
Lick
So-
vaginas.
Okay, that's not what happened. But
Okay, I'm just-
anyway, so
can't pretend.
one was going, one was standing, talking, and then all of a sudden you see me in the corner. Ah!
In the bathroom?
Ah!
Were you not in the stall?
No, it was a one-seater bathroom. I was in the trash can. And then all the people
was-
who were standing outside in line like, oh, we heard it. Now we'll go to the other one. I'm like, sorry.
Like I was saying earlier on the show, you might have an issue.
Ah! And this was only like 1 o'clock. And I was like, God, I just can't chug beers anymore.
At 1 p.m.?
It's beer. It's beer chugs.
It could have been that you started drinking the night before at 10 and didn't stop until 1 p.m.
I took a 4-hour nap.
Oh, well,
Don't
all
forget
right
the
then.
4-hour nap.
All right then. Tell them the story about the bathroom in the airport.
I mean, same thing happened. Like we had.
No, the plane was leaving. They were boarding. They were on the speaker. Final call. Calentious, please report to the gate.
Not true.
Please report to the gate. I'm looking around like, where is she?
That is not true.
Where is she?
You and I were both going to the gate, and I was like, I gotta be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. You're like, where the plane's boarding? I'm like, just hold it. And then I ran to the bathroom.
Because they were on the intercom.
And there was a really long line for the bathroom. I was like, where's me? And then nobody moved, so I was like, blah. And I like threw up all over my shirt and shoes.
In the trash can, at least?
Not at the airport.
Where was it? Where?
Just in the open.
Like on the main floor? Were you not
No,
like in
I
a
was
corner?
No, I
The
was.
sink?
I was walking into the bathroom, but because there was such a long line and everybody was being bitches about not letting me use the bathroom or even move into the sink, then I just like threw up on the floor. And then they're like, "Oh, ma'am, you can go ahead and use the toilet." And I was like, "Thank you."
Well, I'm done now, bitch.
I know. I was like, "It's a little late."
So you just vomited in the middle of the. Let me just
Yes,
understand this.
That's why I think I'm not allowed to go back to that airport.
Please understand, folks.
have my
This was in
favorite beer,
this was in
too.
Phoenix. So she comes out of the bathroom, and I'm staring at her like, "What the fuck? The plane is leaving. They're on the intercom. Let's go." And we were on the other side of the airport. So then we had to run. So I don't notice any of this. We get on the plane. We finally sit down. We're the last ones on the plane. I look over, and I see all this vomit on her shirt. Right? I didn't see it until we
No.
sat down. Yeah, I didn't see it until we sat down.
I know it
I'm
smelled
like, what
bad.
the fuck?
I know. It was really embarrassing.
And this is what I do love about you. Like when you get trashed like that, you just start talking to people. You're the friendliest person around, which is
am.
also why earlier on the show I was talking about I get worried about
Yeah,
somebody
I
roofing
can-
you
yeah.
because you just talk to everybody.
That is
So we
true.
sit down, right? And I'm like, you're trashed. You have vomit on your shirt. Don't fucking say a thing so we don't get kicked off the plane. You know what she does?
Talks to me.
Hi! So we're in the emergency. We're in the
I told you to
emergency
me.
exit.
Yeah,
Emergency
to the
exit.
Flight attendant. Hello, flight attendant.
We're sitting here. The flight attendant sitting backward right the fuck in front of us. So I'm like, oh God.
We're like,
Shh, just shh, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. She just starts like chit-chatting. Ah, so where you from? Vomit all over her shirt.
that was just one issue because like the time that I flew before, the guy who was next to me threw up everywhere, and he was the one that was like spraying all of my air freshener.
Don't
all
try to
over.
flip the script.
Well, I'm just saying that everybody has their moment.
Okay, yeah, all right. I mean, I definitely have my moments too.
You bitch, you can't say shit because that's, because on Monday I decided I'm like doing laundry and everything, and I was like, PK only has this one pair of pants that he likes to wear. I don't know why, and it has like this
This is
weird,
bad. This is
like,
bad. This is
flight-
bad.
Like this weird attachment to where like the price tag used to be, but he won't cut off the string because he's fucking weird. And so
No, it's my jeans right now.
yeah, of course they are, because these are the only pants that you ever wear.
Yeah, I love these fucking jeans.
So
Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. Sit back down. Nobody
my tag.
cares.
I was gonna show 'em.
Nobody cares.
All right.
So I'm like doing laundry, and I was like, "Oh, do you need me to wash your jeans or anything?" And then I look at them like, "Oh my God, there's vomit! These are vomit jeans. That is disgusting." And he's
Party all night, baby.
it's like, "Yeah, you should probably wash." What do you think? You should probably wash them. I'm like, "These are the only pants that you ever wear." And why? Why would I wash your vomit jeans with my like underwear or something? You're disgusting.
Because you bleed on your underwear. I've seen your shit. It looks like Murder City.
You're rude, and I do not bleed.
Yeah, if anything, why would you wash your underwear with my vomit jeans? Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding? Sin City all up in the fucking washing machine. I've seen some of your underwear you don't even wash. You just throw away. Murder.
That is rude.
Murder.
And sometimes it happens, and I've also seen your boxer shorts where you have holes in them because you fart so loud it makes holes.
No, that's because I've grown. I'm a growing boy. I'm a growing boy. Back up. Welcome to the after show.
Okay, so I totally thought you were gonna be really pissed off at me today
Why? What'd you do?
because I
Oh,
thought,
don't. I wanted to go off on a few things. So don't remind me in a minute. But in a minute, remind me in a minute.
Can I tell you why?
Yeah, well, go ahead.
All right, so I thought I lost my diamond earrings.
Oh, you fucking die, bitch. You will die. I dare you to. We're on the 15th floor. They will find your ass on the first.
So
What are you talking about?
Okay, so
Where are they right now?
They're on my ears.
Thank God.
Thank God you can't see when they're on there. I think.
Juice box going skid mark city. Come on, bro.
So
PK got a toxic ass. That's so true.
ew.
All right, what happened?
So I have a lot of different like little baggies that I put like my earrings in if we're working out, and then I must have put them in like a baggie, and then I misplaced the
Isn't
baggie.
this the second time you've done this?
No.
Yeah, and with Jeff.
Mm,
Because I don't want to pick up that name, but
get the fuck up.
no, you did in the hotel room.
I know.
This is the fucking second time.
I know, and that's why Chantel, like our best friend, got me like that little thing where I can keep my earrings in. I
So
don't think
why
I was-
weren't they in there?
So I forgot because it actually has pills in it now. And that's what it's for.
Oh,
So I panicked today and I tore the whole house apart.
This house?
Yeah, because, and then I got to think, like, I was like blow drying my hair and looking like for my earrings and everything, like pulling out, like how we recently cleaned out of everything. And I was blow drying my hair to the point where I was so nervous that either my hand was shaking, my hair dryer fell and broke into two. So
Good.
it took me a lot longer to blow dry my hair, which is why I was late to work, but it doesn't matter.
Where were they?
They were in my gym bag.
All right. Well, let that be a lesson. Fuck around with
However,
those.
the reason why...
Yeah, where's this going?
The reason why is because I had a client buy me a pair of earrings that were beautiful, gorgeous, and I put them on. And you said, you're like, yeah, those are great, but they're not as good as your diamond earrings.
No,
that you
I
have.
said those look like shit. That's what
They're
I
not
said.
true.
That's exactly what I said.
They're not true.
They look gold like old women. In fact, I think I said, oh, those are beautiful from when you were 80.
I know, but I like them. And so that made me think that, oh my God, PK found them somewhere. They're probably in his like little backpack.
Oh, I wish you would have said that to
And
me.
he's hiding them from me. So when you called me this morning on the radio show, I thought that's what you were calling me about, to give me a hard time.
Nope.
And I'm so glad we didn't connect, because I was going to be like, I think you have something to find. You'd be like, what, my diamond earrings? You'd be like, no, I don't. I'm like, yeah, you do. No, you don't. And then you'd kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I found them.
I'm glad you're still alive. All right. I'm glad you got to that pointless story. This is what I wanted to talk.
That is not pointless.
Pointless motherfucking story. Pointless.
Be polite.
What do you have in your notes? Because I have a couple things.
Did you know the soup ended today?
With Joe McHale?
Yeah.
McHale? Why did it end?
They just don't have any ratings anymore, and he wants to go on. He's like, thank you everybody for always listening to us about Spaghetti Cat and Kim Kardashian's ass, but I'm gonna go on.
I want to watch that. I'm about to cry. That's my shit.
I know.
I remember when we were fucked up at the Emmys, and he was there.
Seattle, yeah, and we're like, Joe.
Here's what happened.
Joe.
Back in Portland, I did. You know when you do something, you know you're like it's not going to go anywhere. So I did this. I did a commercial that for some reason it got nominated for an Emmy. I don't know how. No idea how. The commercial was up against, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. The commercial was up against a children's hospital commercial.
Oh.
So when they announced that, and we were sitting at like the Emmy reception in Seattle, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm out. But we had drank like pretty heavy.
Yes.
So when
is that abnormal?
when I didn't win, I think you were loud or you did something.
That's my fault.
You started like yelling or something, and the lady turned around and she was like, "Stop it! My husband just won." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you better stop it because."
I was like, "PK was better. PK's was better." And then she's like, "My husband is up there." I'm like, "Okay, well, go congratulate him."
Now that you know the backstory, his commercial was for like a children's hospital that should have won. My commercial was for our radio show. Do you even know which one got nominated?
Was it the scary one, like the homeless, and then
it was the one where it was the homeless one, yeah. And I think that they thought it was all like casted and actors and stuff. It wasn't. We just rolled up on a homeless person. He was sleeping, and we recorded him. And the commercial for 28 seconds was just a homeless person, homeless person sleeping, right? And at the very end, at like 27 seconds into the commercial, it says, what did it say? Man, I might have to find it for next week. It was like, aren't you glad? Oh, I forget what the fuck it said. What was the tagline?
That's a terrible tagline.
Because I'm so mad. I forgot the tagline on that. It was brilliant.
What a great story.
Oh, it said, having a bad morning, wake up with a playhouse.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was. It was having
everybody thought that it was all sad, like,
no, they didn't.
Sad music.
No, it was no music, nothing. It was just a homeless guy sleeping. It was a homeless guy sleeping for 25 seconds. And then it pitched to black and said, aren't you having a bad morning? Question mark. Because you were sleeping on the corner. Wake up with a playhouse. And it got nominated for like a fucking Emmy. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I saw it like when we showed up and we're like, oh, it's up against a children's hospital. I'm out.
I know.
So we started drinking pretty heavy, and that's what happened. Well, they should have won, for the record.
They should have won.
Yeah. No.
Honestly, PK should have never been nominated.
Watch your goddamn mouth. I've been nominated 4 or 5 times.
Oh, congratulations. Here's your round of applause, bitch.
Wow.
You get it? It's like rounding in applause.
I was PK and Smeeze got to get up in this deal too.
Oh, because they were
from
asking.
Juicebox.
They're like, Juicebox said, question. So next weekend for Friendsgiving, what will happen if we get a really high number of people to watch? And then I replied with, I will drink a shot for every 10 people. I think that's okay. And they're
Yeah,
like,
but I just don't want to get people's hopes up because
But
I
they're
don't know,
that's a
like, you know.
start, DK, the people want more. DK, one shot for every 10 people. Pecan Schmeez also got to get into the deal, too.
Yeah, Smeeze will get into it for sure. And I don't have to work next Thursday, so it's going to get real live.
None of us actually have to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
I just don't want to
Sunday.
set expectations too high because if we don't get that many people, if it's just you guys, I'll still be 100% happy. I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, and it's... What happened to your fucking phone? Why is it cracked?
It's been like that for like months.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh wait, I forgot to send you the pictures from this past weekend. So you
We
can
never
see if
got
I
into
was naughty.
Facebook fights. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, where's your Facebook fights? Also, I wanted
See,
to...
my pictures weren't bad.
I know they weren't.
See, I was a polite girl.
Okay.
Yes.
They're boring pictures, folks, or otherwise I'd show you. Here's something I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
So we went to Kyle Field?
Kyle
Field.
PK.
Kyle Field.
Cow? What the? Really? Cow Field? What is this spelled? C-O-W?
Smeeze, you know I'm playing though.
I'd be pissed. He brought you as a guest and you're calling it cow?
No. You know what? I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Here's the thing I wanted to say about College Station. It's a lot of fun. Jeez, you got me drunk with that fucking shot. God damn it.
We can still see you. We can still see you right now. You have the wrong camera on. Hi. Okay. Fix your face. It's on me.
So we went to...
You still look like shit. Sorry.
God damn it. You know what they told me today at work? These motherfuckers almost got in a fight.
That I'm prettier than you.
No, I almost got in a fight. We had a Thanksgiving lunch at work. And I almost got in a fight.
I'm fixing your hair.
Get off my hair. I don't want your saliva on me.
Cowlick.
A doctor came to the radio station. And he's like, I want to do the stomach thing where they
You're not
snip.
fat, honey, so you're not going to do it.
No, they said they snip and make your stomach smaller.
You're not.
So I'm like, yeah. And so I got into a full-blown argument with this chick because she's like, you're not fat enough. And I'm like, yes, I am. I did my BMI.
PK's belly is a little loud. Okay,
So I'm like, I'm fat enough. So now I'm arguing across like the entire lunchroom. Ladies over here, I'm over here. It's all packed. And I'm arguing about, I'm fat as fuck. Yes, I am. And they're like, well, the lawyers say you can't do it because you're too skinny. I'm like, well, I'll eat the shit out of this turkey. And then she's like, you can't do it. And so we get into like the screaming fight in the middle of work.
I'm not letting you get fat to do this. Go run. Stop drinking.
You just gave me...
Run the stairs.
Whatever. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this is what I was saying. So we went to Kyle
Field.
Kyle Field. College Station was amazing.
K-Y-L-E-P-K.
I know.
How else would you spell it? What's she saying?
So we went to this to College Station, which was amazing because if you've never been to College Station, I wonder if I can bring up the picture of the snake. This blew my mind. I'm like, how on God's earth do you have a snake exhibit in the middle of a bar? It's like it's not something you do in the U.S. I'm sure there's some kind of rules that you can't do that, right? There's got to be something. There's no way you can do that there. Here it is. So this is the bar. Look at my camera. Sorry, podcasters, you can't see this. You're going to have to. All right. So this is the bar, and there's the little window there. And did I not take? Oh, here's the actual fucking snake.
You sent me a video.
I'm like, how? How is that possible? How do you have a snake in the middle of the bar? So anyway, so College Station was pretty amazing because they had all these bars, and this is what I really, really, honestly love and gonna miss at some point. About Texas. Texas is so amazing, man. I fucking love how you can just go to bars and they're open and the weather is usually good. When it's hot, you still have fans, but it's all outdoors so you can see the sun even when it's really extremely hot. You see the sun and something about that makes you happy. And it's all outside and you walk from bar to bar, and that's how College Station was. It was amazing. So then we went to the stadium, which was a pretty awesome stadium. Probably one of the better stadiums I've ever seen. NFL kind of stadium.
Oh my God, no way.
What? What?
You're saying that College Station is better than the Oregon Stadium?
No, I said one of the better stadiums that I have seen. It's an awesome stadium.
What's our calling number real fast?
Who are you calling?
Just tell me.
No, because I'm not telling your friends. You got to be quiet.
No, it's not that one.
Oh, it's 757
4147
PKDK.
What is that?
7535.
Is this Skype on?
Yes. So, this after show idea is horrible. We can't do the after show idea anymore. What are you doing? Hello, pay attention.
I am.
So what I was going to say is so we go to the football game and I felt so bad for my friend, so bad.
Why?
Because their other friend, rightfully so, because there wasn't any kind of liquor in the stadium, because the college stadiums, there's no liquor, so she wanted to leave. So we left at halftime.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and
but
I'm
did
like...
you guys, tailgate and drink before?
Oh, we got fucked up.
Just like the Oregon games. Or any other game. Or even...
But the Oregon games, you can go outside, get some drinks, and come back in. You couldn't do that there.
Oh, so you got to sneak it in like your Rangers.
Yeah, I just felt bad for him. I'm like, oh.
Well, I still want to visit. Like I said, I wanted to go to all of the college station. All the college stadiums.
What else do you have in your notes? What am I looking for? Am I looking at the screen? Are we getting calls? What's happening?
We were trying to look at the screen.
All right, so you cover it as I look on the screen.
Go ahead real quick.
Go ahead to what?
Next thing, don't be obvious that I'm trying to get someone to call in. Cover
DK
me.
jumping on the hate train. DK bear crawls. Sounds like juice box. What are you trying to get him to call in about?
Shh, just move on to the next thing. Okay, you are the worst about this kind of stuff.
No, I'm not moving the camera.
All right. So we're going to bingo tomorrow. This is going to be my first time at a bingo hall where it's bring your own liquor. You can't bring your own beer or anything because beer is sold there, but liquor you can bring, and then you buy mixers there. And
Why don't you just tell me what you were trying to do? I'm just curious.
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because it might not work out. So can you just...
No,
Can you just try to flow? Have you ever done radio before? My God.
Nope. Are we really going to go to the bingo tomorrow?
Why wouldn't we? It's our friend's birthday.
Yeah, all right, I'm down.
Why wouldn't you? You get a Doppler for $1. You get bingo cards for $5.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
What else do you have in your notes? Can I read your notes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ben and Jerry's vegan ice cream. What the fuck? Scratch that off the list. I know what I can get to. I forgot to get to this earlier. Let me just scroll up. Give me a second. Give me a sec. This aftertime show was a horrible idea, by the way.
It's a great idea.
No, it's a horrible idea. I don't even know what my story is now. It's a work in progress, bro. It's a work in progress.
Club going up on a Friday.
I don't know the words of that.
Okay, the club's usually going up on a Tuesday, but we went to a club on a Friday that had that music that I play in before the show. We had a great time.
Horizon's saying DK's forgetting that this after show doesn't have a schedule.
I know, but I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Oh, are you now? Are you petting me? I don't know what you're doing. What's up?
The club going up on a Friday is in reference to what we did on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, I did want to talk about that. I do want to talk about this. No. So she and Smeeze took me to this club to dance. I don't dance. I can't dance. I don't want to dance. Dance is I already put those hours in. Now, you have to understand something, folks. You got to understand I'm 10 years older than she is, right?
Wow, Grandpa!
Watch your goddamn mouth. That's how bitches die. Mm-hmm. That's how bitches die. So here's what you need to understand, right? I put in the extra time, sort of like this extra show. I put in the extra time of going to the clubs. Club Houston. It's my spot. After my prime hit, when you have the ages that you're I gotta get it, man. Let's go to the club. We're gonna dance all night. And that's between 20 with a fake ID until 28, 29 or something? Maybe 30? I don't know.
I'm only 29. So.
Well, you don't even want to go there anymore. So 28, let's say 20 to 28, you probably want to go get it, right? Get it. You want to get your dance on. You want to do that stuff. All right. Keep in mind, I'm 10 years older. So she's now 28. I'm 38. This bitch wants to go dancing. Dancing. I don't want to go dance no more. Let's go to a bar. Let's go to a pub. Let's get some drinks. Let's do whatever. No, you want to go dancing. So we go to the Glass House on Washington.
And it's not just me that wants to go there. Smeeze
wants to go there, but Smeeze is half my size, so I get it, So everybody's hitting on Smeeze. She's dancing by her goddamn self. I'm at the bar just like hating life. Hating it. Like, I can go to a bar. I can go to a lot of things. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't, like, drunk enough.
I think you had fun.
I did not. I'm telling you I did not, but apparently I did.
Okay.
How did you see that night playing out, by the way? Go ahead.
Oh, I had no idea. So after work, I met you guys. We came back to the house. We killed a fifth of Tito's. Party. And they were like, let's go out. And then you guys had to be up to go to College Station. But what ended up happening, I felt guilty, kind of, which is why I was like, I wanted to hang out with you guys. I felt guilty for
Spot on, Adam.
Wednesday.
Spot on. PK, the old man creeper at the bar. Spot on, Adam.
So whatever. So that happened, but we had fun. Like, we bar hopped like a little bit.
We did. It was fun.
Yeah.
Just let's not end up there is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm cool with bars that, I don't know. It's just like, maybe it was too empty too. If there was a lot of people dancing, I would have done the dance floor. But like, even if the dance floor is empty, you still want to get out there and hit it.
Me by myself, and I was like trying to do it, and I was like, oh no. And they're like, come on. And I was like, no.
Didn't PK want to go to an EDM festival a while ago? Yes, but you got to feel me on this. There's like thousands of people, so nobody can really tell that there's like a fat older guy like in the middle dancing.
Stop saying that you're a fat older guy. I hate when you say
when
that.
the dance floor is empty, it just like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't work out.
You weren't drunk enough.
Maybe I wasn't drunk enough. Yeah. Didn't it get stormed out too? Yes. We didn't make it to that EDM fest. Oh, the other EDM fest. Yeah, but we're going to host that, so that was going to be a lot of working. You talk about something wicked. All right, anything else? Because we're going to get out of here.
I think that's about it, my love.
What were you going to talk to your friend about? I'm just curious now.
Somebody was going to give us a call, but we got to go.
I know. Your friend Melissa, what was she going to say?
It's okay, we got to go.
Why don't you want to just tell me what...
Ryan was going to call and ask for his jacket.
No, that motherfucker.
All right, and we're out.
Wait, did you want to do Facebook fights?
No.
We'll save it till next week because it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's say Facebook fights. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it. I'm going to have to rework this after show idea because I told you I'm not very good when it's not planned out.
I think it was just fine. Here, let's cheers it up.
All right.
Love you.
Cheers. Love you too.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you for watching for some odd reason.
Thank you. Please, at some point during the week, check out thedailyf.com. If you'd like to put a comment, that's even better because I'll love to read the comments and to reply to them. And like Smeeze has some great articles, and thank you, Smeeze, for doing that. Thanks, DK, for not doing one yet.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
I'm here to look pretty.
And that's what we're going to have. A lot of go shows coming your way. PK and Smeeze. I knew she'd get mad. I'm just playing with you, girl.
Get the
I'm just playing with you, girl. I'm just playing
All right.
with you.
And on that note, we can't wait till you guys join us next
week's going to be awesome.
Next Wednesday.
I hope we're not building it up too bad, but next week should be pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to move all this over there, but we're going to, and it's going to be awesome.
I'll look pretty.
You get the drink recipes.
Yeah.
And the food recipes.
And I'm telling you guys, anything that you guys want. I mean, real quick. So what's going to happen is on Thanksgiving, we're going to do the beach house, wish me's.
I don't know if that's...
Is that not happening? Okay. All right. Goodbye. Thank you all. Have a happy Wednesday. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Low-Key. Thank you, Horizon. Thank you, Christy. Do a roll call. Why?
Because
God damn it, not because. Cuz, motherfucker. Cuz. There's no B in cuz.
I got it.
Cousin.
Because I'm normal. All right. Because the people must
I
be
haven't even said. Why do we do roll calls?
Because the people. Oh, Jesus.
You have to pause. Why do we do a roll call? Because the people must be heard.
Low-Key Thumbs, Ivy Berry, Rose, Skate Free, Christy, Schmeeze, Horizon, Adrian, Raymond, Racer X, Adam, Sherelle, Katie Juicebox, and our 3 lurkers.
Oh.
That is right. You still be lurking. Be polite.
Damn it, that's my head. Thank you guys.
Obviously, that's your head. I didn't hit for your nose.
Smee says at some point you're probably going to kill him. That's a fact. Thank you guys. Next week's going to be awesome. Have an incredible week. Yes.
I'm Superwoman. Going back real quick to the chat. Adam says, post your drink recipes a day or two before so we can go get the stuff to do it with you.
Oh, shit.
Great
Will you really?
idea.
Hey, I wonder if anybody's really legit going to do that. I want you to email me at pk@thedailyf.com. And if you have a webcam, I'm going to hook it up so you can make your drinks while we make our drinks, and it can be on the show.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, teamwork.
I don't want to say too much, though, because a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, I'll do it, and they don't. So if you have a webcam and you can Skype us next week,
Right.
now we'll post the recipes, but you have to email me, pk@thedailyyf.com, and we'll connect throughout the week and get it all set up. So during the show, you also can join us on our Friendsgiving special. How awesome would that be?
That would be amazing because it's not just what's in the studio, but it's also for everybody who watches. It's always an interactive thing.
Yeah, I'm working on like being able to have you guys. I haven't abandoned the idea of having like 10 or 20 of you guys being part of the show. I'm actually working on that, and I'm waiting for one piece of technology to come out, which is going to come out, I think they said late January. So when that happens, it's going to make it really efficient.
Yay.
So it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Have an amazing week.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Love you guys. Thank you. Woo.
Bye.
It's the PK and DK Show. Catch us live weekdays at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, or at pknddk.com. Replays, podcasts, blogs, and more.
I asked you to leave, and I'm not gonna say it again. Bye, 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 bye,
Stop.
bye.
I'm on the street.
I'm telling you, goodbye.
Miss, we're on a
Goodbye.